Good evening, I'm your host Jay Clark and welcome to the Scary Nighttime Radio Show. We hope you enjoyed tonight's episode, which is entitled Pits of Hell Part 4. The Shapeshifters.
After listening to Jonah's story about the Titanic around the campfire, the group decides it is best to get some sleep to have energy for the upcoming battle the next night. Frank and Jessica choose their regular spot. Rohani takes the park bench while Jonah beds down at a nearby tree, as does the professor. Fo chooses a spot, making sure this time it is far from Kyle's stenchful feet. The group starts waking up in the morning. Rohani has once again fallen asleep on Jonah's shoulder. He gently wakes her.
Time to wake up, Rohani. What happened? The bench was uncomfortable. Oh boy, uh-oh. Rohani.
What? Huh? What is going on? How did I get over here? I must have went walking in my sleep. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. No harm done. I have an aunt who also suffers from sleepwalking disorders, so I understand.
Jessica and Frank are out of earshot from Rohani and Jonah. Jessica speaks to Frank.
Sleepwalking, please, give me a break. I think Rohani has got a thing for Jonah.
Okay, now, Jess, let's not start spreading gossip. Sleepwalking is a common disorder. More than 8 million people sleepwalk in this country.
Yeah, right, Frank.
Officers Murphy and Rivera return to the scene.
Good morning, everyone. Did you all get enough sleep?
I certainly did. I slept like a baby.
We were able to return to our homes last night. Thankfully, they haven't been damaged despite all the chaos. I figured you guys might need breakfast, so I brought some. Hope you like egg and bacon bagels.
Oh, that is so sweet of you. Thank you so much, Officer Rivera.
Oh, please, just call me Liz.
Thank you, Officer Liz.
Yes, thank you so much.
And I brought a tray of coffee for you all. There are a lot of places closed during this crisis, but I saw Dunkin' Donuts was open for business.
Oh, I love Dunkin' Donuts.
Of course we love them. We're from New England.
Thank you, Officer Murphy. Any updates on the sinkholes in this town?
Well, we had someone drive into a sinkhole in the north end of town.
Whatever you do, Howie, don't turn right. There's a huge sinkhole over that way.
Okay, Chris, let's stay far away from there.
Hey, there's a garage sale over there.
Well, let's go, bro. Turn this thing around.
It should be up ahead on the left.
Oops, we forgot about the open pit. The car plunges into the sinkhole.
Why the hell did you have to go to that garage sale?
And then, over at the casino in New Pit, Foreman swallowed up part of the facility, killing dozens and wounding dozens more.
Yippee! I just won the jackpot. I finally did it. I'm rich. I'm rich. Oh no! What's happening? The casino is swallowed up by the pit.
Oh my, what horrific news to hear.
It certainly is. Hopefully people will start being more careful. These pits are no joke.
I need to go over with all of you the battle plans for tonight. We have recruited about 300 people to help us battle the creatures that will be coming out tonight. We also were able to secure a couple dozen Connecticut National Guard soldiers. A lot of the people who will be fighting with us are veterans with lots of combat experience. They will be invaluable in mapping out a battle plan. The Guard has some very powerful weapons they will be using against the beasts.
Any word about the Navy getting jets out here?
Not yet, but we can only hope they will come. I'd like to introduce you to Captain Taylor. He will be coordinating the military operations from this point forward.
Hello, folks. I'd like to thank you for fighting to save this city. I wish we could have been here to help out sooner, but we were sent down to Greenwich the first couple of nights.
Well, thank goodness you are here now. What can we do to help prepare for tonight's battle?
I first need to know how many of you have firearm experience.
Frank, Jessica, the professor, Jonah, Officer Murphy, and Officer Rivera all step forward. That leaves Rohani and Kyle behind.
Okay, you six come with me. I'll set you up at your positions and go over the strategy for tonight. The three of you please stay here with Sergeant Cintron, and he will let you know how you can help in the war effort.
The three meet up with Sergeant Cintron and he asks what kinds of skills they have. The sun is beginning to set.
I worked as a nursing assistant in the ER at the hospital for 2 years.
That's great to hear. Your skills could come in very needed tonight. There may be a lot of wounded to care for. How about you two?
Well, we worked in a coal mine for about 6 months.
Well, that's great to hear. I need a couple of grunt workers with strong backs to do some of the heavy lifting. Here, help me with these sandbags.
Fu and Kyle help the sergeant offload some sandbags from a military truck to build retaining walls. They'll use them as shooting cover from the beasts if they advance that far. Sergeant Sintron leaves in the truck to get more sandbags. Fu and Kyle continue working building the wall.
Nightfall is here, you two. Be careful, as you know the Rakshasa could appear any time now.
Rohani leaves to try and meet up with the nurses and locate the medical supplies they may need. Fu and Kyle are now alone working. Suddenly they get an unexpected visitor.
Well, hello fellas. I thought I might never see you again.
It's Eldan. Fu and Kyle are startled beyond belief.
What the hell? Eldan? How could it be?
We saw you die a couple nights ago. I don't understand.
Well, clearly I'm still alive.
But we saw you being ripped apart limb by limb.
It must have been someone else. It was dark. You didn't actually see what you thought you saw.
Well, obviously you are still here among the living. Welcome back, buddy.
Fu and Kyle begin to approach Eldan to shake his hand. Rohani returns, with a gun pointed at Eldan.
Fu and Kyle, get away from him. That's not Eldon.
What are you talking about? This is Eldan.
Rahani, put the gun down.
Step aside, Fu and Kyle.
There's no need to shoot me. I'm as harmless as a pussycat. Now put down the gun, my darling.
I'm not your darling, you filthy beast.
She fires a bullet into him. As he is dying, he transforms back into the Rakshasa that he actually was. Fu and Kyle are panting in horror.
Oh my gosh, we thought it was Eldan.
Oh come on guys, we all know Eldon died 2 nights ago. How could you have been so foolish?
But he seems so real, we didn't know.
That kind of mistake could have cost you your lives. You have to be smarter than that.
How did you learn how to shoot?
By watching movies.
Suddenly they hear the roar of the creatures from the pits. They hear gunfire as well, both coming from the people and from the armed Rakshasa beasts.
It looks like the rest of the Rakshasa have arrived. The first one we met turned out to be a shapeshifter. Who knows how many more will appear to us as humans to fool us and the others.
It's going to be a long night, isn't it, Rohani?
Yes, it's going to be the longest night of them all. Tonight's battle has only just begun. There won't be any campfire on this night. We will be up until daylight. Some of us may not survive.
The casualties will be staggering then.
As Officer Murphy would say, may heaven help us once again.